my channel. If you're new to my channel, I am Karis. And guys, I'm back with another self-help video. You already know. So guys, today we're going to be talking about working on ourselves, working on yourself, working on myself. Everything that has to do with working on yourself. I'm going to give you some steps on how to go about working on yourself and how to really become the best version of yourself. I feel like a lot of people, I have this fan on, hold on. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But like I was saying, I feel like a lot of people constantly go around blaming other people for things that other people didn't do, and it's like you yourself, you're the problem. Like a lot of people go around blaming other people for their problems when it's you. You are the problem. I am the problem. We are all the problem. And I feel like if we really took the time to look at ourselves in the mirror and really think about, dissect who we are, dissect how we react to things, dissect how our emotions get in the way of things, dissect our intellectual, how we think, and try to make it better, I feel like the whole world would be a better place, because everybody's trying their best to become the better version of themselves, be better people. Everybody's trying to be better people. But a lot of people do not do that. A lot of people is comfortable in their ways, in their old ways. Everybody's okay with being how they are. But I feel like everybody should try and strive to change themselves and grow and evolve into better humans. Not saying that you have to act fake or be I'll be a fake person. No, I'm just saying fix your inner, do some inner work with yourself. That's all I'm saying. Stanley break. And yeah, so that's what this video is going to be about. This video is going to be about fixing yourself, fixing your inner self. So guys, let's get on into the video. Let me get my textbook up. I don't know why I call it textbook, my notes up. Guys, if you can remember to please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. I'm trying to grow my channel, and if I had y'all support, that would be awesome. So thank you guys so much. And let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay guys, so the first step that I have up here is, what are your flaws? Identify what your flaws are. What are your flaws? What do you want to be like? What type of woman or what type of man do you want to be? And what is the gap? What is keeping you from being that? And I'm not talking about materialistically. I'm talking about inner, things that you can change now, things you don't need money for. If your future person's knows how to manage their emotions, or just knows how to not react so wildly to different things, identify that and really think about identify that and really write it down. Write it down, be like, oh well, I wish I didn't do this, I wish I didn't do this, I wish I didn't do this, I wish I could be better at this, oh I wish I could do more of this. You know what I'm saying? Really go in on yourself and think about what type of woman or what type of man you want to be inner wise, not outside, not exterior wise, just inner wise. And something that has helped me do this is journaling. I feel like if you would journal this or find little deep journal entries on Pinterest or TikTok, and really just go in on writing about yourself, your traumas, or things that you have been through in life, I feel like that will really, really help you to dissect and pinpoint what your flaws are personally. I know for me, it's just been for me, that helps me, what helps me find out what my flaws are just through trial and error, through my relationships and stuff like that. I see myself reacting different ways, and I see myself having an attitude to different things, and it's oh, I wish I could fix that by myself. I want to fix that by myself. I don't want to be that type of person, anymore. So that's how I kind of dissect mine, but journaling has helped me with that as well, because I'll do little journal entries about different situations I've been, just write it down and read over it, and then I can see that, okay, I could have reacted a better way to that situation, whatever. Also taking into your childhood into account, what did you see growing up? What were you influenced by? Because I feel like a lot of people are influenced by their childhood, and when they become adults, they carry that past childhood, what they have gotten in their childhood to their adult life, and then they start being doing that, if that makes sense. So really just identify what your flaws are first, and You don't have to like do all of your flaws. I'll say just identify like 3. Or you can write them all down, but just pick 3 to work on, because you can't fix, you know, all your flaws overnight. It's gonna take work, like hard work and dedication to fix your inner self. So I would start by just writing down 3 flaws about yourself and really like wanting to like fix them about yourself. Like, that's step 1. So step 2 is gonna be, how do you fix it? How do I fix my flaws? How do I fix that I blow up? How do I fix that I have an attitude problem? How do I fix that I just like hate people? How do I fix that? Like, how do I fix that mindset? How do I fix my inner self? How do I make my inner self better than it is today? How do I fix that? And for me, how you fix it is that you have to like really train. I feel like you really have to train yourself to get out of that. You have to unlearn how you are now. That's the best way to put it. You have to unlearn. If I blow up at everything that gets me upset, I have to unlearn how to react to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to learn how to not blow up and just be like, okay. Like, if somebody says something I don't like, I have to learn how to say, okay. I can't just be like, oh, but I don't like that you said that. I don't like that you said that. It makes me mad. I'm gonna cry. I can't do that. I have to learn how to control and say, okay, and walk away. Okay, I have to learn how to do that. So when you're trying to when you're trying to fix your flaws, you have to learn how to unlearn things that you're already doing. Another thing is to identify what your triggers are. Like, what triggers you? What triggers you to blow up? What triggers you to hate people? What triggers you? Like, what are your triggers? And then I feel like if you know what your triggers are, you can kind of like salvage the situation by not putting yourself in a situation like that, if that makes sense. If you know your triggers, you shouldn't have to push yourself. You shouldn't have to go that far with somebody, because you already know what that is gonna bring for you. Y'all, I'm getting tongue-tied today. What that is gonna bring to you. You already understand what that's gonna bring to the table for you. So if you identify your triggers and you know what your triggers are, and you know not to go that deep with it, you can walk away real quick and not even have to react, not even have to do all of that. You know, you can cut that out. So I would definitely say identifying your triggers is gonna be definitely really good. Know your triggers, know your point, know your max. Cut out things. If you have to cut out things like bad relationships, social media, whatever you need to cut out, you need to cut it out. Like, if you know this relationship with somebody isn't good for you, it's toxic and it makes you like react and makes like the ugly side of you come out, you might gotta cut that off, baby. I'm sorry, but you might gotta cut it off. If you know social media be like triggering you to just hate people and just triggering you to like triggering you to be depressed, you might need to you might need to snip that off. Okay, if you have a bad relationship with something or a bad habit with something, you need to cut it off. If you have a bad habit with food or a bad habit with, I don't know, anything, you need to cut it off, because that is stopping you from being the best person you can be. That bad relationship, bad habit has you in a chokehold from being your best self, from being who you want to be in life. Like, remember what I said in the beginning? I said, think of you. Well, I just said think about who you want to be. But think of you now and then think of who you want to be. It's only a gap in between. You have to learn how to bridge that gap, or figure out how to bridge that gap. Okay? It's you versus you. It's you versus you. It's either you want or you don't. So, I'll definitely say those are 3 things that I would like really look into when you're trying to fix it. Like, what are your triggers, and then cut off bad habits. And then journaling. Again, I already said that in my first tip, but journaling also helps you to fix your flaws as well. If you're journaling about it, if you journal the reason why, if you ask yourself why you do this and you really just sit back, deep, think about it and journal, it would definitely help you. It would definitely give you some clarity on why you're the way you are and why you reacted that way. So definitely do that to fix your flaws. And the last step that I have is, like I said, it's you versus you, guys, okay? We all can say that we're going to change ourselves, or that we want to change ourselves, but this doesn't do it, honey. You actually doing it, you put into actions to do it, does do something. So we can't just keep saying, oh, I want to be a better me, I want to be a better person, oh, I don't want to be like this anymore, but stop there. We have to constantly put the work in. Like, put the work in. It's like, and I'm speaking to myself on this because I say I want to do a lot of things, but then I'll do the same things I did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing the same bad habits. I'm doing the same thing. Like, it's a work in progress. You having to, like, unlearn something or have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable is a hard thing to do. And you kind of just have to remember that it's you versus you. And you have to just kind of picture, like I said, you now and the you wants to be. You have to picture that, and you have to try and bridge that gap. And I feel like putting it into that perspective, like you paint a picture in your head that I'm here right now and I want to be here. You know, that I feel like that would motivate you to try and do better, try and live better, try and practice better habits, have better relationships. Like, that would kind of help you want to do it more. But you have to remember that it's you versus you when it comes to this self-improvement journey. And it's a really hard journey. And I feel like, for me, I just feel like it'll never end. I just feel like it'll never end. Because I feel like, even though like you may improve on something, there's still going to be something else that's like, you can improve on. It's always going to be something you can improve on. And that's what makes it, I don't know, that's what makes it interesting, makes it like longevity, like you striving to always be yourself. Like, that makes you have more purpose, I think, when you are striving to be better at something or striving to be a better human being. That's just my opinion. And I will also say that changing yourself, like your inner self, like I've already said, is like really hard, and you just have to want to do it. You gotta wanna do it, wanna change yourself. You have to wanna work at it every day, even if it's just you reading a book, even if it's just you journaling. That's the only thing you did is something to keep it moving, something to keep you going, something to keep you moving forward other than backwards. You're doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, this is a quick little video, but that's really all I have. Like, I can't really make like tips on, I can't really make any more tips on like self-improvement or like improving yourself, because it's just like, if you wanted to, you would, and it's just simple things that you have to do. You just have to cut off that person, cut off that bad habit. I don't know, open a book. Like, you just have to, whatever you want to do, you have to just put work into that, like, regardless. So, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys like this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I am out. Peace.